So I've got two samples up here, demo documents. So here we've got it says vector, and then we've got raster. Does anybody want to take a stab at the difference between these two?
I'll let Dennis take a stab at that.
I think raster is just an image, and then vectors actually has information basically that defines the pixels, something like that.
Dude, you get the gold star. Well done. So if I'm just going to split my view here for just a second. And I'm going to turn on the raster, and I've got the vector, and I'm going to put on synchronize. So when we zoom into these things and we zoom in nice and tight, you can really see the big difference. So raster is on the left, and Dennis is exactly right. It's an image PDF. That's what you create when you scan something. So you can see anytime there's a curve, you get the stair step going on, where in the vector PDF, everything is arcs, lines, and circles. So that's one of the fundamental things y'all got to know when you open a PDF that you get from a client or from something that was scanned. Because these have, the ones on the right, the vector have a lot more intelligence than the ones on the left. This is just, the ones on the left is basically, it's a TIFF file. It's just a scanned image with a PDF wrapper around it. There's really nothing to it. Where on the vector PDF, you can, things should be dimensionally correct, and you're able to select things and mark them and measure things a whole lot easier. So when you first get a PDF, if you're not sure what it is, just zoom in really quick to anywhere that there's an arc. You can see too that the lines will start getting a little goofy, but it's super easy to see anytime you've got a curve or a line or a circle or something like that. So you can see those immediately. And but there's a big difference between the two. So vectors are really smooth and the raster are really pixelated. I think they've got a silly little slide on that to remind us that. So there we go. Vectors gives you the clean lines and raster gives you the ragged lines. But there's a bunch of different flavors of PDF, but at the core, that's kind of the two. You got an image one and a vector one. Any questions on that?